will face calamities in his or her life. And the way to interact with those calamities is to be patient. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, we will test you with some fear, some loss, some hunger, some loss of money and progeny, and we will lose some loved ones, and some of the fruits of what we gain. But the glad tiding is for those who are patient. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, what do? When they are faced with a calamity, they say, we are to Allah, we came from Allah, and to Him we return. And this is the nature of life. Many people say life is a test. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala defines life actually as a game. And as any game, you win and lose. إنما الحياة الدنيا لعب ولهو. This whole life, this life is a game and entertainment. And as in any game, you win some and you lose some. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us how to interact when we lose some, and that is the way to be patient. And we might be faced by actually bad words that we are told. We many times are humiliated by the way that many people start saying bad things about us, about our sisters because they are wearing hijab, about us because we are stop and pray. And this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that you will be faced with those and you will hear bad things from people, from some people of the book and from people who associate others with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You will hear adhan kathira. But the way that to interact with that, وَإِن تَصْبِرُوا وَتَتَّقُوا فَإِنَّ ذَلِكَ مَنْ. If you're patient and you're pious to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is the best of manners. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala directs us with how do we use patience in our daily lives with our children. When we try to raise our children, many of us when we sit down and we complain about how hard it is to raise the children, how they don't listen to us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives an example of a prophet whom his children, they killed each other. So they killed one of their brothers. Brother Sayyidina Yaqub, his children conspired against one of their brothers, and they wanted to kill him, and they ended up leaving him in a well, and they lost him. And a few years later, they lost their other brother. And they go and tell their father, and he says, فَصَبْرٌ جَمِيلٌ. The first time when they told him, and they lied in front of him. They made a play, and they put some blood on his shirt, and he knew that they were lying, and he said, فَصَبْرٌ جَمِيلٌ. May Allah give me the good patience. And when they came again, he said, فَصَبْرٌ جَمِيلٌ عَسَى أن يأتينا الله بهم جميعا. May Allah give me the good patience. I ask Allah that you bring them all of them back. So we learn patience with that. We need to use that when we treat our children, and we have to put the time and the effort to do that, above and beyond the time that we spend at work, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that we need to be patient with educating our children and our spouses on prayer. وَأْمُرْ أَهْلَكَ بِالصَّلَاةِ وَاسْتَبِرْ عَلَيْهَا لَا نَسْأَلُكَ رِزْقًا. We will provide for you. All what you need to do is just be patient with educating your wife and children. So we learn to be patient with our children. We learn to be patient as we are acquiring knowledge. Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, Allah gives us the example of him in Surah Al-Kahf, the one that we like to read every Friday, how he wanted to learn. And his teacher told him, that's noble of you, but you do not have the right patience to do that. He said, no, سَتَجِدُنِي إِنْ شَاءَ اللَّهُ صَبْرًا. by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will find me patient. And he gave him 3 chances. And he could not be patient to know the knowledge that he was going to give him. And after 3 chances, he told him, as you've seen, this cannot continue. And they separated. So for all the students, for all the ones who are trying hard, combining job and study, yes, by patience you will, inshallah ta'ala, get what you're looking for.